Hey guys, Travis Gillespie here. We've been solving equations and now we're going to move forward to solving inequalities, and we're actually going to graph these inequalities too. So we're going to solve and graph these inequalities. Now we're either going to use multiplication or division when solving these inequalities. So let's get started looking at our first one. We have r over 3 is greater than 6. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is just change colors again. Alright, so I'm going to run the inverse operation, and the quick way that I show people how to solve this problem is to push the value in the denominator to the other side. The inverse is multiplication. So now I'm left with r is greater than 3 times 6 is 18, and I'm going to graph this information here. So I'm going to put a few hash marks on this line. And I have 0 down in the center. Off to the negative side, I'm going to put negative 20 and negative 10. On the positive side, I'll put 10 and 20. Now I'm going to change colors. Now this symbol, it's telling me r is greater than 18, so when I plot my dot on the graph here, I'm going to just leave it as an open circle, and I'll move in the direction towards values that are greater than 18. But I'm not done yet. I'm not going to box this answer up until I check my work. So I'm actually going to choose some numbers to substitute in for r. The one value I'm going to stay away from, I'm not going to plug 18 into r. I'm going to choose a number that's greater than r, but I'm going to choose some different numbers. Since r is greater than 18, I'm going to choose a number that's greater than 18 to substitute into r to see if this statement's true. So let's choose the number 19, and I'm just going to plot that below, or write that down below here. So we have 19 over 3, and we're going to see if that's greater than 6. So I'm going to change colors. So 19 divided by 3 is 6.3 repeating, and that's greater than 6. This checks out. So this checks out, and 19 ends up being a solution for this statement, r divided by 3 is greater than 6. But 19 is not the only value I have to choose. I could have chosen any number along this number line. If the number happened to be greater than 18, it would have made this statement true. But what if I chose a number that was less than 18? Well, let's check it out. So let's just choose 17 this time, and I'm going to change colors again. So this time, let's see what happens if I take 17 and divide it by 3. We're going to see if it's still greater than 6, and I'm going to change colors. So 17 divided by 3 ends up being 5.6 repeating. And you've got to ask yourself, is this value greater than 6? It's not. This is not a true statement. So I could just put an X here and say it's a false statement. So 17, it's not a solution for this inequality. So this inequality was solved with r is greater than 18, and here's the graph. And I'm just going to box that information up.